Hey everybody, welcome back to Materia D&D, where we play D&D our way, and we're continuing on session 179. No cameras again this week, as mentioned in the first half, or the first portion of the session, just because I'm in Kingwood visiting my folks. I have to run on a different computer, and it's not worth the headache. In fact, I'm not even in Foundry with the players, because this is a very limited computer that I have access to. So, the Menagerie were picking up with the, as they call them, the little shits that came out of the woods and jumped off of the carts and dove on the hero's feast. Some of them eating the feast, some of them interacting with Loon Loon. And as Davis smacked one of them, it blew up. And this caused the other of these little shits to scatter and to run. However, one of them took a more aggressive route and managed to somehow siphon the magic from Ben's spirit guardians and kind of take it upon itself. This is the second time that one of these had done this thing to Ben, first with the haste spell, now with the 4th level spirit guardians. The menagerie dispersed, trying to take control of the situation, and so did the council guards that are traveling with them. Berenia and Kendra were incapacitated and taken down from the initial little explosion as one of these guys' death throws went off. However, Al did quickly stabilize them, and some of the guards did get them to safety. And the menagerie began to kind of deal with these critters, these creatures. Seemingly, they have the capability of Al's trying to figure it out, but they are able to like impose a presence upon you when you're trying to cast magic, and that in that brief moment when he felt 4 of these little tiny, we're talking like they're as small as like pebble, not a pebble, but the pebble, capital P pebble, the main character of the entire story, clearly.
And the big bad.
Uh, Yeah, and the big bad actually. Al felt as if like giants were staring at it, but then it felt even greater, and it gave him that flashback when the skies above Green Hill split open to reveal that swirling maelstrom of chaos that just stared down at the Crass Menagerie when they were interrupting his ritual. But Al managed to push through it and continue the conflict. A few more of these were dispatched of. In total, 5 of the initial 7 that assailed them, and various sized explosions with various differences in force seemed to erupt upon these creatures meeting their demise. The horses that were tied up, but loosely tied up, because they wanted to have some free reign to graze and to be comfortable, managed to snap their restraints and are scattering away from the explosions. Most of them running down the Mason, but some of them in panic running other directions. And that's essentially where we pick up. The menagerie and the guards taking a moment, Grok Magok calling out into the dark of the woods, "Hey!" But no response. What do you guys decide to do? As I get the music playing.
Hmm.
Moon Moon is
Davis.
60 feet up and unable to see anything besides the running way. Go ahead, Davis.
Yeah, Davis will go run and help with the if he can with the scattered animals.
Yeah,
All right,
Carl's
this
just
is
gonna
actually okay.
he'll click his heels and try to catch up with whatever the farthest one back would be.
Uh, Let me pull up a war horse. I think it's 40 feet, right? In D&D. Can't remember if these are better than war horses, so I need to see 60 feet. All right, so 60 feet. These guys are 80 feet because they're a better breed. So they had one turn to. Most of them had one turn to break. And so one turn to break, 1, 2, 3 turns to run, add a dash,
Oh wow.
So 80, 80, 80,
Sweet
80,
turns.
80, 80. Yeah.
I thought
Oh,
they
sorry, two
broke
turns.
right
So
after.
this would, you're right, this would be their third turn dashing now. So you're going immediately after. You're not taking a moment to. Got it. So they're in their third
No,
turn of
yeah,
dashing.
cause they were essentially fighting the last one there,
Yeah.
and I would have been like, fuck.
Understood.
Zoom.
So calculating the fact that you are fast enough, you're hella fast. Let's go ahead and because it's gonna be. Oh, so who's gonna try immediately to work on the horses? There's this one Trident guard. There's
I'm
Davis and there's Karis. Is anyone else?
I'm going to participate as
And
well.
yeah,
Loon Loon is kind of signing to Al that something's going on, but Al's not too sure quite yet.
okay, so Al would be again. Is Loon Loon assisting or is Loon Loon still scouting?
Ooh,
I just realized how good of a thing it was that you did like swole Loon Loon. Loon Loon would be just straight up pasted if it was like regular.
80 level, right?
maxed out, yeah. Or
Yeah,
Jeez.
just
as high as I can
yeah,
go. But soon,
yeah.
there's another level.
Yeah. Sorry, my
um,
brain sorry, it just clicked. So sorry to break that, but my brain was like, oh yeah, shit.
Uh-huh.
no, you're good. I was surprised too. There's some high numbers there, and the last was a 38 at the end. I was like, please, please. Okay, she's out of range.
Yeah, yeah.
um, trying to think of the most efficient way to get on Loon and follow. Um, I
She
don't,
is a mouse.
I don't think I would burn a dimension door for this. It'd be cool, but Al doesn't know what's quite going on yet. So I think Loon would come down, Al would mount, and then she'd start taking him towards what the problem is. Um,
Okay,
can she dash
so
for 60 up?
yeah, she's got all the rules. So her fly speed is 60. So if she dashes to you, you'll have about, let's say, 30 feet of flying movement left.
Oh, cool, cool.
Are you...
That would be movement. That would be
She's 60 up.
okay.
Would that be, is
Remember, she.
that fine?
Yeah. So, but keep in mind, she is the Fey type, so I think she has the teleport as
She
well. So you can
does.
use the bonus
That's
action to
probably more
teleport with her.
efficient. I need to find the distance on that. One sec.
Yeah, but just for the sake of it, well, if she flies down directly to you, like not straight down into you, if she does that angle, let's just call that her dashing with her movement gets to you, and then she gets about another 30 feet of movement plus her teleport movement as well.
Okay.
So,
The teleport's only 30, so I think she's focused on the dash. Telly's a bonus action, right? Yeah.
The face step, yeah.
Then yeah. Yeah.
Is
Okay,
it?
then I think she just dashed. So it'd be 30 pick up, and then with the dash, 90 left over.
no, that's what I'm saying. So it takes her
Okay, I got you now.
six.
With the
It
dash,
takes her 90 feet to get to you, and then you
okay.
got 30 feet of flying, 30 feet of
That's
teleport.
Well, when Ben sees
Or-
Allegretto mounting, he'll cast haste on Lulu.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
Check one thing real quick.
that would get. Okay, so that would kick her movement up to 120. You just go nuts. I'm not going to. You and Karos are just basically blistering around now.
um, Al is used to a different format where he casts it on himself and Lunlun gets the benefits. But right now, Lunlun has the benefits and he does not. So he's feeling a little flustered compared to usual. So he's locking in to be like, okay, we could do this. Where are you taking me?
Yeah, you don't have the magical to adjust for the haste. I gotcha.
Mhm. Thanks, man.
Alright,
Ah!
Go fast.
yeah. So another spell slot
I did.
for Ben.
It's got to be a 4th level because
And-
it's and I can't use the cascade, obviously.
Not on that one yet. Okay. Yeah. So, geez, that makes it a lot easier. Okay. Al will take you a turn to get there, just to be able to actually do something, right? Because they've been running. Carl, Davis, you'll be lagging behind
Just
as
like panting behind me, like,
bullet.
get him!
And Karos, I'm assuming you're doing your little step trick right? Your psionic leap step trick, which gets
Oh,
you.
yeah.
How much movement is that in total again? 180? I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so 45 turns to 90 flying. And then if I dash,
Mhm.
it's 180.
Yeah. So you have 180 dash. Loon has a 240 dash.
Well, plus another.
Plus she can double
Yeah,
dash.
exactly.
So 360. So Loon will
It's like one turn she catches up with.
then.
Al is just closing his
Yeah.
eyes and hugging for dear life.
This is supposed to be a challenge, and you guys just kind of land, spread wings, or how? Actually, you have to explain how she stops them from running. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Loon Al, explain it. How you and Loon cut off the main stampede going away from you guys.
Okay. Al would have thought to, with her normal flight speed, probably catch up with them. He'd probably jump off or cast a spell. She's got so much speed. She's just, yeah, cutting him off. She kind of tries starting a presence in front of him, so she'll probably stop some 60, 80 feet in front of them. Fly just above ground level, start beating her wings, trying to. Al will take notice. We'll try to guide them. So is there anything obvious in the environment? Like a rock wall. The forest would be a bad
Keeping it
idea.
keeping it mostly simple, they are going to take the path of least resistance. So they are just going to back up the Mason Fair. They are just they are running down the Mason away from you guys.
Okay, so then I'll try to. The goal would be to try to block him off, see if we can make him do a 180, or at least slow him.
Sure. If you're gonna try to turn them around, go ahead and give me a intimidation check.
Can I try
I will give you it. That's fine. And I will give you advantage for the sake that you are coming in on a bullet of a flying Azralith fox that lands, spreads her wings, and growls at them. So have
I
fun with
I
that.
give Lulun the thaumaturgy.
Fine. You can do it. Yeah, but it's still you doing the intimidation check because she's an extension of you.
Good.
But go for it.
Nice.
Man, like,
If
there's not a map big enough for you guys. That's the issue. Like,
Each
Hi-
square is
there's
now
high
not a
100
level
feet.
table
Fuck you
big
guys.
enough. Yeah.
Each square's a mile.
Welcome to high level D&D. We just play on hexamaps. Yeah. Each one of these is a...
It's a
Nice.
day of travel.
24, he said, for persuasion. Or intimidation, sorry.
Oh, that's fucking good. Okay,
Thank you. Yeah.
yeah, 24. Yeah. So you land, like, yeah, Karos, you're... And then you just look up and you just see Loon, wow. And you're like, Davis, yeah, obviously, winded. And then all of you, you at this point, you can kind of see it, but it's dark because there's no light sources outside of the stars, which are still kind of covered by some of the patchy clouds. The moons are shining, and you just hear, or as a thaumaturgy roar. And then a brief moment later, you just hear clop, 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 clop. They're coming back your way, Karos. They're about to stampede over
Ah.
When we get within 10 feet, I'll roar.
you. Roar. Give these poor horses heart attacks. There's a roar.
Yeah, we want them to still
But with
work
that,
for
just
us.
because that was
They
yeah,
need to
that was
work for
pretty
me.
funny.
They need to work for the others.
Yeah. So as they're starting to panic, gallop back towards you, seemingly being corralled well by Al. How are you? How are you going to stop them? Slow them down? Carlos, you would be like first point of contact, and then Davis and the honor guard will be the council guard will be like the second point of contact.
In like 3 turns.
So
Yeah, if there,
Yeah.
I try to position myself to, because Carlos knows he's not gonna get all the horses, so he'd get in a position where, like, say, if they were in a format like this, he'd probably, uh, he'd probably
They're just
wait.
organizedly running, but I just tell them that, yeah.
Yeah. He would probably wait till right about here, do a roar to try to fear the first two so they can't come towards me anymore,
Okay.
and then grab
Oh
their
shit, I didn't think
reins.
about that. That's good. Okay,
Oh,
yeah. Go for it, using mechanics and that. Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me, what's the, I owe you a save
They have
DC.
to save versus my.
It's like 18, I think.
I can never remember if it. I think it
Yes,
uses my
strength of,
stamina or my
On. Okay,
constitution.
they
I mean. Yeah,
so you're good.
so
It doesn't, you don't have to do it. They would
okay.
fail. Go ahead and give me, just for this, give me an animal handling check at advantage.
Suplex that horse. Suplex that horse.
Suplex the horse.
If you roll well, it depends on how well you're able to manipulate two of these horses, right? Because now they're spooked, but you manage to kind of get it so that they don't want to approach. So now you're just kind of reaching out and seeing how well you can rein in two at a time.
Okay. I will get a. I can't use that. Okay.
Whoever thought giving a cleric haste would be so eye roll.
You didn't give it to him, he took it.
Yeah, gets Zura enlightenment rank
Level
2.
2, yep.
I got a 15.
Aw. 15. Okay, you managed to subdue them. It's gonna take you like the entirety of your turn to kind of get them, but with that you get these two to kind of calm down, and some of them, they don't want to run past their into their friends, veer or turn or slow down. So you carted like a little roadblock. A couple of the horses will just kind of like stop and just kind of not know if they're going to turn back and run, and the other ones will kind of like water around a rock will kind of break around you guys, but they're starting to just kind of a little bit slow down. There's panic, but that all this running is getting to them fairly quick. So they're not as dangerous as they approach the Trident Guard and Davis. So you, for a full turn, Carlos, you're able to like get two, and you manage to kind of slow down another two, making them easier to get.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So I'm just going to, for the sake of moving the ones that are not an issue, I'm going to move two off down here. So these two you have at the end of this turn, at the end of the next turn, you've got them. These two are slowed down and in the area. And then these guys are just going to kind of run by you. Obviously, they're not this close. And then this one, like I said, will kind of branch up and start running that way. All right. So that would, unless if Davis, you can think of something that you would do other than just start approaching,
Yeah, that's it. I just run as
continue
fast as I
running,
can.
let me know.
Kinda, yeah, then start like,
Okay.
whoa, calm them down.
Yeah, okay, so next turn. So Al, you'll have, because of your ridiculous speed, you can kind of get back to the situation around Karos, or get in between Karos and Davis, or try to get after the one that's kind of branching away and going up and on the map, air quotes. So what would you like to do?
For speed's sake, can I get an estimate on how many rounds it's been? Has it been a couple?
At
Or
most, it was. Oh no, it was one round. It's been one round.
Oh shit.
That's how fast you are.
That is how absurd. How fast are you going? You go 360 feet in 6 seconds.
Oh god, yeah. $40
You're
an hour.
going, if I'm not mistaken, you're going just under 250 feet, 250 miles an hour, right?
Oh shit, what? Damn.
Am I
Oh
doing
yeah,
the
damn
math
distance.
right? I could do a converter, but here, I'll just plug it into a converter.
Damn.
Feet per second, 360 feet per second is
It's 360 feet per
240.45 feet per second.
6 seconds though.
Yeah, per second. Sorry. Oh, yeah.
So
per
it's
second,
41 miles an hour.
Sorry. 41 miles an hour. That's still
Whoa.
fucking fast.
Yeah, yeah. What the? I need a
That's
helmet.
about that. That sounded wrong. Yeah.
Sheesh.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
I guess it's only round 2. So what's the distance between Davis and the horses?
100 something
Davis
feet,
and the
200
horses
something
probably
feet.
have 100 something feet. Yeah, they'll probably be there on their next turn. Their next full dash, they'll make contact with Davis and the Trident Guard. So, to make it a little bit more realistic, even though it's not fully realistic, we'll put Karos here. And then not accurate in terms of where on the map they are, but just to kind of give you a visual. I think there's something like here.
Cool.
And then these horses will, these guys will get to Davis and the Trident Guard. Like that. Oh, yes, because I asked you to remember. So the answer
Oh, for the
was
horse? Yeah.
equestrian.
Oh, right.
Equestrian?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Equestrian.
I forgot it was from dinner.
Question.
Yeah,
Oh,
from Nick's. Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
I have a equestrian to ask.
I have a question. Sorry, we were playing Codenames, and I did a clue, and I used equestrian, and some folks were a little tipsy and or drunk at the table, and
Joking
they were
about.
like, equestrian? What is equestrian? I don't even know this word. Don't use these SAT words.
I was like,
How dare you?
it's what you have an answer for. A question.
Yeah,
The derailment was
equestrian. Yeah,
powerful.
we ran with it.
I may have been the other
Yeah.
spy master trying to trip them up.
Yes.
I will go after the one horse on Lulu's back.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will attempt a suggestion on the horse.
They do understand you, so that 100%.
Okay. I'll return to camp and get some hay to eat. Is that 2 sentences? Is that okay? How's that feel?
What does it say? Again, I don't want to like look up. I don't remember the details on spell. It's not a word. It's just a simple
Limited to a sentence or 2.
dangerous command, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. So get some hay.
Yay. I'll see if that looks like it's doing anything. Oh, wisdom save for the horse. DC 19 wisdom.
There's no way. Yeah, no way.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's low pace and because it's a clip clop, and then just kind of look where it is, and then kind of see the outline of one of the carriages in the moonlight starlight, and just because you're a little tired from the expenditure of energy, but it goes its way. It'll take a little bit for it to get there. It's not going to run there. It's just going to walk.
Yay. Okay. That's 1.
Mark off your spell slot.
Yes. Done and done. So I'm guessing there's too much movement left over. With Lulu moving, and slowing down a little bit as she gets closer. Um, could Al use just movement to try to mount one of the horses? Dismount Lilin? Or that'd
To
be more
mount one of
action.
the horses.
Yeah.
That's an action. That's because you're they're still moving. You're mounting and dismounting on one.
That is right.
So
Yeah.
it'd be like an athletics check or something to get over or try to get on there. It would take movement because mounting a creature takes half your movement normally. So now
Does.
you're dismounting to mount. It's going to be a difficult. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah. Especially since
Could
we're
that
moving.
could that be done in one round if with a full action set?
Yeah. If you did everything, you would probably be able to do that, but it would still be difficult. But yeah, you'd be able to do it.
Okay.
It's difficult in the fact that it's like, it's a lot of things happening.
Getting on Davis.
What about me?
Originally I wanted to get dropped on a horse and then send Lun towards you
Oh, okay.
for some kind of control. But I don't know if one turn that would just scare them. I'm trying to think around. Or if I'll just hover over here. Kind of, I don't know, play defense if something goes wrong. Uh, 'Cause I'm concentrating on the other thing. Trying to think of something like reactive I could really do. You still have a Bardic Inspiration. Okay, okay.
For like 8 more minutes.
Shit, because how movement works. Ideally, I'd want to like trail behind them a little bit, um, as they run. But with that, just would it be easiest just for me to move near the distance and did my turn there.
Okay.
I grab
All
onto
right.
that again.
Yep. And then you're just gonna kind of try it. Got it. All right.
Goal is not to scare them, so I'd
Uh,
be maybe a little above the trees or
yeah. You're not gonna land anywhere directly in front of them and
more
or
observe
anything.
than yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Karos. Go for it. At the end of your turn, you would have had those, and now these two are approaching you. Kind of, they've kind of stopped and kind of slowed down. You can go ahead and give me an animal handling check with them, unless if you're thinking of something else that you would do.
No, yeah, I'd try to. I mean, if we can get 4, that's 2 wagons at least. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and give me an animal handling check, unless if you're gonna try to fear them or something or whatever. But
No, that was mainly just get him
okay.
to slow down, bunch up. So I think. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Animal handling. 14 this time for the other 2.
14. All right. Let me actually roll a d20 and just see.
Let's see.
One of them is gonna be able to kind of get by, but you're able to kind of control one of them. The 14 is good enough to get one of them, but this one just kind of not bucks at you, but kind of sways away and just starts to just kind of continue trying to catch up with its other friends, but it's not running nearly as fast as it was. That full force panic has already flushed from their system.
Okay.
All right. So at the start of your next turn, this one will be moved over to the contained. Let's call it the corralled. All right. So these guys now, Davis and the Trident Guard. Any prep you're doing, or anything? You're just waiting for them to
Just
get to
yeah,
you.
I mean yeah, I'll be approaching. I'm running down the Mason Fair trying to catch up to him, but like as I approach, I'll slow down a bit so as not to like freak him out.
All right. Al, you were gonna try to do your mount dismount or dismount mount thing.
Yeah, let's give it a try.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk you through my thought process. Y'all tell me if this is fair, unfair, or if you would approach it differently. So it is half your movement to dismount. It is movement to mount. So we're just gonna say you're gonna use all your movements to try to leap and catch on.
Yes.
As far as I know, you don't have any feats that allow you to use your dexterity for climbing or grappling or anything like that. So it would be an athletics check
hmm
using your strength to jump on and grab onto and hold on to a horse that does not have a saddle, a bridle, or anything.
Whip.
It just because they were tied up or that. That's fine. Karos can help you. You do have a whip that allows you to do stuff. So
How
Leave the
non-lethal
whip.
can that thing be? 15. Little lasso. Yeah, judging by it not having any kind of saddle or anything on it, this is looking grim from an athletics perspective. Um, Davis will probably even see Al's thought process of like he looks like he's gonna jump. He just thinks about it, sits back down
Don't do it. Don't do it, man.
on Loon.
yeah, don't break your face.
It's like I'm flying pretty fast. That thing's moving pretty fast. This is gonna hurt. Sit back down. I like the whip idea a bit better. If I can do at a 15-foot distance, a non-lethal whip attack, kind of lasso this guy.
Sure, you might want to read another feature on your whip. It says something about you
Let me read that whip.
pulling yourself towards them. Yeah, if I remember right, like it
Read
says you
that
can
whip.
basically like Indiana. Yeah,
I gotta get the whole box. It's a huge box. Chicka-ta-da, chicka-ta-da.
there's a lot. Did it a long time ago. I kind of remember something that would swing towards things or
Mm-hmm. Larger, smaller, grapple, restrain. To escape. One creature. Anytime you have a creature grappled, it would take damage. Grapple. Did I miss it? That
Yeah.
that does sound familiar. I think it's only been used maybe twice. It can also be used to grapple
no, you haven't used.
objects. Any grapple caused by the lash immediately ends. So I can bring objects. No. It can also be used to grapple
Okay, or you
objects.
can pull yourself towards. Okay, but I was gonna say, and I think it says you could pull yourself towards them,
Oh, there it is. Or to pull the target
or you
15
could.
feet towards
Yeah,
them. Oh, okay.
yeah. So I will allow
15
you to
more.
kind of pseudo use this. They're not technically objects. Creative use. Cool.
Cool, cool. And yeah, he'll try to mimic the lasso. He'll go for the whip, go for the grapple. Uh, yeah, I'll do a 15-foot non-lethal attack to start that off.
Their AC at all
My health is
should
in the middle. It mathed out correctly. Yes.
really no
Of
bonuses.
course it did.
Ha ha ha. They are not currently wearing their barding because they were taken off for the travel, so I got their AC. Okay, got it.
I got a 16 to hit.
It is.
Sweet. I'm going to
They are
read it
horses.
because
They do not.
make sure it's outright. 8 non-lethal slashing, and then I will grapple and pull 15 feet towards me.
Okay. I'm assuming.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Noted. I'm gonna go ahead and put a pink dot on it, knowing that it is, and it's not grapple technically, it's restraint. But I get what you're saying. Too. And are you going? Yeah. So
Oh,
you will try to, and you'd manage to slow it down and kind of pull it, and you know, it's restrained. Okay, got it.
sweet.
And you move it towards you. All right, Davis. Clip clop, clip clop. Two of them are coming towards you.
Whoa, 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 whoa. And then if it's yeah, so I will try and settle it. Just I guess using animal
Okay,
handling.
settle, not strength. All right, go. Yep, go for it. Animal handling, and then this guy will try to do the same.
Let me see the
Oh, no.
roll, then I will
Yeah,
see if I
it's
use my
really not-
bardic. Oh, that's pretty good. 23. I will not use my bardic yet.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, you'll have to like kind of run alongside it. You're like, whoa, and it
Yeah,
kind of like veers not to run into you, and
yeah.
then you're just kind of running down a little bit, but it's starting to. You can tell it's tired, it's exhausted. That was a lot of energy expended for such a short.
I'll
Well, not even
I'll
short.
give it a ration. What the heck? I'll give it a ration. Have some dried meat.
Okay. We'll see how it does that. This one, unfortunately, does not, and it just runs around him and just kind of continues. I'm not gonna move it that far.
You I don't even
All right,
get that
the
one.
It's like, yeah, I'm trying, and he's starting to run back after it.
Just pretend that's my like spotter's order, and then
Uh,
he can use this reaction to also move his speed.
Oh, okay. Sure. It'll let him get within range to try it next turn.
Nice.
All right, Karos, at the start of your turn, you successfully get this one ringed in. Al had successfully commanded this one to go there, so there's just one that's kind of that got away from you, and then Davis that the honor guard is or council guard is trying to take care of. So, unless if you have something in mind, just let me know. But what would you try to do?
Are the other three settled down to where I don't have to hold on to them, or like if I let go of them, are they gonna start going their own way again?
I get what you're saying. You don't know the sources that well. They're not going to run away. You got that sense from them. You can. I doubt that they would. Let's put it this way. I don't think they would listen to you if you told them to do something. But it doesn't feel like they're going to run. They're probably just gonna like kind of meander in the area.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll go. I'll try to like calmly
know-
go after the last one that kind of went.
Okay.
Now that it's
It's not gonna
not full
full.
sprinting.
It's yeah, it's not full sprinting, but it's still trying to like kind of run and it's kind of slowing down, huffing a bit. It's a little tired. It's like trying to look around where it's at. It's a little confused, because it was just a panic run. Uh, so yeah, you can approach it. You can catch up to it because of your mobility. Are you trying to like grab it, restrain it, or are you trying to again just animal handle it, or is there another approach that you have in mind?
We'll start trying to keep it calm.
Alright. For one more animal handling check. And you guys will probably do more animal handling checks in this session than most people do in an entire campaign.
Let's
16.
go.
So I've had a
16?
15,
Oh yeah,
14, and
that's
16.
good.
It's all
Yeah.
very the same level of
Competency.
It's very,
calming.
yeah, it's very, you have a very good cluster, right? Like if you're throwing darts, you're like, that is a good. I rolled 20 crashed.
Uh-oh.
That's interesting. Okay, I'm coming back. No, I still have internet. Okay, cool. For a second there, I thought I lost internet because it's just all of a
Yay.
sudden everything went away. Cool. Yeah, so 16, you managed to catch it. You managed to kind of calm it down. These are, Karos, you'll pick up on it, especially, and Davis, you would too, because, you lived your life on more. These are really not just well bred, thoroughbred,
Trained.
well trained still.
Nice.
Yeah, and while they might not be full blown war horses, like,
I was gonna
being
say
able to
kind of
ride it,
skittish.
like, yeah, but otherwise they're they're well trained. So yeah, Karos, you get that one, and you manage to at the end of this turn, beginning of next turn, ring it in. And these other ones, they won't like scatter where you can't get to them. They're just gonna stay in space. Maybe one or two will kind of wander a little bit. All right, Al, that one's restrained. Are you just gonna keep it restrained for now?
Yes, this is good.
You may be muted, Allegretto. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So this guy's still chasing, or he's working.
That guy is still chasing. Yeah, that guy is still chasing. But he managed to catch up to it because Davis kind of said, "Come on, man, you got this," and he was able to.
Okay, okay. Feel
There's a
like,
cry habit.
Yep.
oh,
Havoc.
I don't think Lulu's giving me any mechanical benefits with the lasso. I think I might. I might land on dismount and just keep up the strain, trying to. I don't know, is there a way to calm
Sure.
it while it's got thorns in it?
Lots of thorns in it. It doesn't. No, 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 no.
Okay, then it's just
Again.
cool.
Yeah. So yeah, you if you want to dismount, that'd be half your movement. It is restrained, and it is you're pulling it towards you. Uh, so we'll just do this kind of action real quick. I'm just gonna. Or sorry, you did art. It's cute. I'll try to salvage it. Here, give me a second. Yeet,
Yo,
Nice.
yeet.
I got your ears. What are you gonna do about it?
Eh. Okay, and then what is Loon gonna do? Here, I just gotta move Loon so I can try to grab the art.
Um,
The art.
yeah, I would send her forward. It looks like Davis has things under control.
For this one, yeah.
Okay.
Hmm. Is there a way she can help the other guy?
She can fly up and try to block the path a bit. If that's what you want her to do.
Actually, yeah, that'd be enough to slow it down. Yeah, she'd
Yeah. Just keep
fly in front and just try to.
hella fast.
Yeah. Oh, and she can go full speed without worrying about Owl.
No. All right. So I will say with that positioning and all that, you guys just to kind of wrap this skill challenge, mostly animal handling. It takes a few minutes to walk them back and get them all settled. During this time, uh, I'll just check with Rock. Was you're continuing to just kind of monitor Kendra and Berenia, and I guess Ben would technically be there too. Is there anything that comes to mind that you may have done in the last 5 minutes or so, Mr. Rock? Or are you just kind of happy with how everything's going? Move all these people back together.
Wakey wakey.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wake him up. It's fine. We'll catch up with him later. Which I will need to make a note. I need to make a note. I'm not gonna make kind of spoilery, but I don't mind. Well, not spoilery, but like
Behind the curtain.
revenge.
Want all the secrets.
Nah, just so I remember. I could put it on the GM layer, but I don't care enough. Cool. So yeah, you managed to get back, collect the horses. There, you do bring them back, Karos, especially because your go closes. There's one of the horses just sitting there enjoying some of the hay, just like eating out of the back of one of the wagons. Ah.
Oh man, I was pretty hungry.
uh, but I think with that, unless if there's some role play you guys have in mind, the evening will progress. Theater time has been disrupted, but Ofuma and Rock and Ben and the guards do bandage up, or treat the wounds magically and physically to Berenia and Kendra. The guards are addressed and taken care of, as they did take some impact from the forced explosions.
Hmm.
Um,
I can do.
Lucas is. Oh, go ahead.
One small thing on the way back, I'd try to walk alongside Davis with our horses. I let him know those little things. I had a familiar feeling when I tried to cast a spell. I think they're under the influence of the Mad Titan. I think they belong to him.
Huh.
The region's definitely still
Oh,
experiencing some
that.
stuff
Oh, okay.
that. Yeah. So as you can tell by what we have to deal with, we need to be really careful going forwards.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. We should tell the others.
And as you approach and you hear, so you'll hear Lucas talking to Afuma. So, Afuma, what are those, and why did we have? You didn't mention them. What are they? Is this something from this region? Because that sucked. And Ziofuma, I am sorry to inform. I am not certain. I have not really encountered, nor do I recall any text about such little sources of danger. Apologies. If I knew that such a threat may be out here, I would have not been so easily swayed in allowing. Make sure that Kendra and Bernie are okay first. We will discuss. And he just kind of stops mid sentence. And as you kind of read the room, Lucas is pissed. Ofuma is trying to process the information. Some of the guards are kind of spread and stationed and now kind of keeping an eye out while attention is being put on Kendra and Bernia. They are brought into their respectable wagons or carriages, propped up and treated, and they will rest for the evening. Cielo, because I get to play Hugh with Cielo. He will continue to kind of, patrol the woods, keep an eye out for them, doing scout things. And because I believe this is something that Donnie may do, and if not, then sorry, Donnie. At one point, when people are resting and sleeping, and some of the guards are doing their thing, he will cielo his way into Kendra's carriage.
Damn.
Which, if somebody wants to roll me a stealth check, go for it. You know what? He will use a thaumaturgy to pass without trace, to concealment himself.
But you still need to roll it.
I can
Just
roll
add
that.
10.
You
So
still need to roll it. It just makes his minimum
Minimum is
a
35.
35.
But he could hit 40.
No, you roll it for
Um,
posterity's sake.
and it's flat roll,
Right.
right? Not a. Yeah, there's no reason for advantage.
It's,
Right.
it's just a 10. Yeah, it's a flat roll. Technically, there's lots of ways that he could have advantage, but I'm not going to go in that detail. So,
How's a fucking 41?
all right, we will remember this. And hopefully,
Oh,
Donnie will be able to come back and have some fun with that. All right.
holy shit.
I will do this just to kind of help drive the story just a little bit, and as our lovely cleric wizard fell asleep, which I understand works just
Well, he did want to feed the
when
bag.
these things go. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
there's
saying.
nothing
So he's
left,
looking.
though.
So this is where I'm going for it.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Names, I don't forget. Rock with Pebble perched on his shoulder. Rock is not going to let Pebble go away from his side because Pebble is not safe right now. He will address and he will come to find that actually where there's like it's kind of like a deletion crater, but it's very small, the source where the thing was, because they implode up or they collapse upon themselves and then explode out. That little point where they collapse upon themselves, there's like a little almost like perfect implosion, like little crater there. And there is a powdered substance that's left behind. So they don't completely delete themselves. Let's put it that way. Rock will find this at one of the remains. And then he'll go to another one and find it again. And find it again. And we'll say that Rock gathers. Because one of them just got obliterated and got splattered. I'm not going to say there's none of those remains because I don't want to deal with that. So 4 sets, or 4, amounts of remains that vary based on the intensity of the explosions of these chaos shits, I guess we'll call them for now. I don't know.
Yes.
Titan shits. Mad shits. They're mad shits. There you go. Mad Titans
Ooh.
shit. There you go. And can I just get an Arcana check for Rock? This is
Sure.
to see how much of the mechanics he actually figures out, and then we'll call it a night.
Bleh, only 19.
If somebody wants to roll for him. 19. Still pretty good. So he will realize that and this is Carlos kind of realized it while fighting. When he shot the one. But yeah, indeed, just to confirm it with you guys, it's not certain. But yeah, when they ate the hero's feast, the three of them that ate it, they benefited from the hero's feast. So they consume magic in some way. But they break the rules, or at least Rock has a suspicion that they break the rules on how the magic remains or how it affects. Yeah. And with that, unless if you guys have anything you wish to add or roleplay before we call it, we shall put a close to session 179 of the Crash Menagerie's story.